we coming through? Welcome to the stage! Come on and join the gang! Hurry up, don't come in last! You know we love it the sacred thing!
Hey everybody, good evening, good afternoon, whatever, it's a time of day. Welcome to another episode of Live from the Secret Stash. I am one of three hosts, Christian Cortez, joined always by...
I am two of three hosts, Michael Zapsik, and three of three hosts is...
Julia Zapsik.
The lovely and beautiful Julia Zapsik.
Hey, how you guys doing?
This is weird.
We are doing
Yeah, we're
great.
doing the show while business hours... No, this is the second time we've done
second
this.
time, but I
Yeah,
love doing
second
it.
time.
I do
yeah.
like it though, because people were like, what's going on?
Yeah.
What's this technology?
Air of anticipation, right?
Yeah, no, it was. Plus, I missed you guys last week. I definitely needed a couple
You
of
need
days.
mental health.
No. I was like actually like sick, but no, I'm good now.
Okay.
I'm feeling much better. I'm in a good mood.
Well, we were talking earlier, the allergies this season. I mean, people who haven't had any problems in years are been kicking their butt.
Yeah,
So-
no, it's my brother is one of those people too. That's what I was trying to tell you earlier. He's one of those people that once a season change, he's out. He's done for a little bit.
I know, it's some serious stuff.
Did Mike get a haircut? Did you get a
Mike
haircut?
did get a haircut.
You did get a
Like it?
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
dig
There,
it.
there you go. See?
I did too. You noticed the change?
I
Yes.
think
look
he's
at
got a
him.
lot of his
No,
hairs
I
cut.
got a fucking haircut. Grizzly Adams forever. Oh man,
I washed my hair and twisted it and put it back in a clip for most of the day.
Yeah, you
So-
look fantastic. You
Oh,
always
really?
do, though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Adelaide, South Australia.
Whoa.
Hello, Belinda.
Hello,
Wow.
Belinda.
Hello, Mark. Hello, Chris. Hello, Dustin.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Hold on. Go up to that one. Hi, Kevin. Atlantic Islands here. That's awesome.
Hi, Kevin. The town of
I
Atlantic
mean,
Islands is watching
That's
the show.
fantastic.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I didn't know that concrete and dirt could do that, but what the hell? I mean,
So, Engelbert Humperdinck just told me to check my DMs or something,
Uh-oh.
and I have no idea what this is.
so we're
Like-
supposed to be all sorts of, hey, this is really cool, yada, yada, yada.
About
blah,
what?
Blah, blah.
What do we have to be like
no,
at school?
Well, your notes are always very notey.
Oh, because I have.
And I like it.
try to do
You
that.
gotta be
We
kidding
don't
And it
me.
says-
really
yeah, you're
follow
gonna
the
love that.
notes, but
No,
you
it
know,
says
yeah.
chit chat, some personal
Some-
stuff.
Well,
and I just wanted to put out there
okay.
for our people out there, for
Mm-hmm.
you guys, our fans, our do we call them top fans? Our top fans?
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Top
are
fans.
top fans. We love you. So we've made an executive decision, all three of us, which is the executive board here. We are doing Prince.
Oh,
We're
the
gonna do
Prince. Okay,
Prince.
I'm like
So
Prince,
not-
as in the undecipherable,
No,
unpronounceable
no.
symbol. Or,
we're the artists formerly known as Live from
you
the
know, he's
Secret
been
Stash
dead for
podcast.
a while. I mean, that might not be as much fun as it sounds.
No,
you know,
but we are
There's
doing
some-
Prince of
Gotcha.
There's some
Prints.
some creepy people out there who
okay.
are like,
but we're
I get
doing
it.
from what you told me, we're gonna do actual physical prints of the
Yes.
Yes.
All
of the
three
amazing
of
drawings.
The Disgruntled projects, what they did for all three of us for the
Mhm.
Hanna-Barbera.
That's right.
And
We have
that's-
let me
I-
see.
we
That would
love
be, yeah, we have named
It
them
would be this
Zoinks
one.
Live, Yabba Dabba Live,
and then this one that I just got.
Jane, stop this crazy thing live.
Oh, we're only doing the three. I'm sorry, did you?
Well, I'm showing
Oh,
that
he's
one,
showing
but then
everyone?
there's
Oh,
one
yes.
that Chris just sent me that I hadn't seen yet.
Yes, you can go.
It's
not-
this one.
Yeah. I don't like my nose.
It's
personally.
Labyrinth.
I
It's,
know, but that's
I
not my
love
nose.
this one.
No, you have a tiny nose.
I have
That's
a-
true. So
I have
I mean,
a
so
cute little
it's-
nose.
I think it's adorable. Now I had to
Oh my
admit,
God.
which I think has lost me some love, that I've never seen Labyrinth. So I need to go back. So although I think that this is a kick-ass piece of
So
artwork,
good.
I don't really understand it.
Just know that you were compared to Jennifer Connelly. So
Yes.
like you're Jennifer Connelly
And you
in
also
that
Oh,
image.
okay.
So you can't compete. You're
babysit
you're
either.
above it.
You're so much.
So it's all good.
Oh no, babysitting is the worst, man.
I know.
Because you have to.
You hated doing it even for our own children. So
No, I liked doing it for our kids.
Even like I
That's
don't care if I'm a parent. I don't mind it. I didn't like it at all. I love this though. This is amazing. Because Labyrinth is you've
Andrew
never
Thomas,
seen it.
award-winning letterer. Nice to see you.
What's up, Andrew? Oh my God, I love everything about that. Thank you guys so much at Disgruntled Projects. That was
Yes,
amazing.
That is
all right,
amazing.
there you go, Mark. That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna do those three, very limited quantities, and I wanted to to do a shout out to. We're also gonna donate 10% of the proceeds to Jason's Dreams for Kids, which is a local sort of Make-A-Wish foundation around here.
It is. In fact, last year it was super sweet. They had a young woman who, we have kids actually that are watching the show, so I'm gonna kind of talk in code a little bit. But anyway, it was going to be her last chance to go to a con, and they came in and worked with Michael. Michael reached out to some folks that we know in the con circuit, and we got a gorgeous binder afterwards of just sort of like chronicling her whole experience. The convention people put her and her parents and her family up in a hotel. Red carpet treatment. She got to meet whoever she wanted, didn't have to wait in line.
She was a big anime young lady.
It was great. And they do that for,
they
many kids.
Yeah.
And they're
awesome.
local and they're just wonderful. So we are so happy to support them.
When Mike when he told me about it, I was just immediately just in. I was like,
oh, of course,
it makes the most sense.
Mr. Generous over here, of course you are.
But I love it
over here.
I
was the Scrooge going. Let me jump into my swimming pool filled with jewelry and coins.
That is
jump into your money bucket.
In fact, the real story is I didn't actually recognize the gentleman who came in because Michael's worked with him mostly. I really haven't met him. I think maybe I waved to him once when he came in. And, we get a lot of people who come in and they pitch things, and most of them are just the sweetest people. Some of the ideas are awesome, and some of the ideas are a little bit like they make you scratch your head. But there have been a couple of times people have come in and pitched things, and then when we do research later, we find out, oh, no, we can't do that. So, but Michael's take the shirt right off of his back, no questions asked, hand it to you, buy you a meal. I'm the one who's like, ho, let's slow this roll here. Let's do our due diligence and everything. So this gentleman comes in.
You make us do the paperwork while we have the fun.
And he's talking with Michael, and he's asking about this. He's the newest project that they've taken on for a child, and he mentioned somebody that I'd only heard of in passing. I knew very little, and they have a name that kind of conjures up something that could be a little controversial. So he's like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, well, and I'm looking at him and punching him, yeah, we'll look into it. Because I'm thinking, what if this person that they want us to reach out to is I don't know, eats kittens for breakfast, or belongs to some prepper group or something like that.
That's someone's final wish. They're I want to meet someone who eats kittens
for
breakfast.
Not the case.
Not lunch or dinner.
No.
Fine.
Breakfast.
Don't believe him.
I would be
he's the soft touch. If you come into the store and you're trying to pitch something.
Why are you doing
first.
that?
You are.
Oh my goodness.
You're so nice.
Because now people are going to come in and start pitching stuff to me, and I'm going to be like, oh, heck no. And
see, I'm great at listening, but not listening. So I'd be like, all right, I'll give you Christian's number. Cool. Literally just.
I will no.
1 ear out the other.
I will never give anybody your phone
great
number, but I will call you into service when I need to, which I did.
I got you. No
and
problem.
I appreciate you. And we'll find out this weekend whether or not you make it happen.
Well, we'll see. We shall see, most definitely. But yeah, no, honestly, for us to do this, and it's awesome because those drawings have brought me so much joy just from my own nerdiness and seeing your guys' reaction with them. And so knowing that their next step in existing is helping out other people and bringing them a little bit of joy, that to me makes the most sense and is great.
We're gonna sell them in the sets of 3, and we're gonna sign them.
Sounds good to me.
So yeah,
okay.
I think that's
I get to debut my new signature.
Fantastic. That's amazing.
Ooh,
and we're going to they're gonna be very limited to 50. I think
we're gonna something like that.
Limited to 50.
Final number to be determined.
But we're thinking 50.
50?
50.
Did you hear back from the printer?
Not yet. But
okay.
I can do 50.
Well, yeah.
Guys, I'm jumping at the boot.
All right, you want to talk about it?
I know.
You're
the
chomping.
very first thing on my
He's
notes, which we
chomping.
very rarely follow, is...
I'm wearing the shirt.
Yeah, of course you are. And I liked it. So anyway, let's talk about Muppet Mayhem trailer.
Muppet Mayhem, guys, y'all know. I adore these guys. I love me some Muppets. So anytime Disney decides to grace us with a new Muppet project, I am always just chomping at the bit. Now, when they announced this new Muppet project, I was intrigued because it was going to solely focus on the Electric Mayhem and their comedy of trying to record their first album. And initially I was like, all right, I'll believe it when I see it. Then I saw the trailer and yeah, I'm in. It looks exactly like what I need it to be. It's like everybody who's on board in terms of like making it happen, like whether it's being appearing as a guest, whether it's writing or directing or producing and stuff like that, I'm just yes. So this show was co-created not only by a man named Bill Beretta, who plays Dr. Teeth right now. It was co-created by Adam F. Goldberg, who created The Goldbergs on ABC.
Oh,
which
no
is
way, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Great show if you've never watched it.
I know you're a huge fan. I haven't gotten into it yet because
No,
you usually watch it late at night after I've gone to bed.
I told you that it was, but never mind.
See, I love the Goldbergs. I just recently got into it, so knowing that it was him to do it, I was like, okay, I'm listening. And then I see this trailer, and they have my attention. I'm so excited. Yeah. And then just the cherry on top.
The last 30
seconds. Guess who shows up? It's our boy, the one and only Kevin Smith.
Yep.
He shows up and he's in it directing the Muppets. Yes.
But do they listen to him?
No.
Do we?
He's like, don't. You see this camera? Yeah, don't look into the camera. And action, look straight into the camera.
Look down the barrel, straight down the barrel.
Meanwhile, I still think that like Kevin helming a Muppet show or a Muppet movie would be a brilliant idea. But like just even this fictitious version of it, I'm like, I'm good. But it seems to be something that's like a blend of like mockumentary style, like Spinal Tap, as well as like a regular comedy, which
and behind the music,
behind the music, and then
behind the music.
I'm very interested in the music aspect as well because the songs are actually going to be written by Linda Perry. And Linda Perry is a very accomplished songwriter who I've followed for a little while. And then the sneak peek of the songs that they have dropped have actually sounded really good. So I'm like, I'm getting this on vinyl. I can't wait. So May 10th, Disney Plus, Muppets Mayhem, all the episodes. I can't wait.
Now let's talk about the second trailer in the room.
Second trailer in the room.
Ahsoka.
Oh yes.
I'm ready.
I have been ready. Did we lost the kids?
We lost the kids.
Shit, have I been ready?
Get out of the store, but pay first. That's right.
Don't steal our stuff. But yeah, no. Ahsoka looks
sick.
Fantastic.
It does.
And I am happy that show is also being handled by Dave Filoni.
Yeah.
Because listen, he created Ahsoka with George Lucas. Yes. It makes the most sense. And just anytime I get to see more Rosario Dawson, I'm a happy person.
And I have stated my love for Star Wars Rebels on this show many times.
Mm-hmm. And then bringing those characters into live action.
Holy God.
Yeah.
And to bring Lars Mikkelsen in as Thrawn. And I just picked up the very first comic book appearance of Admiral Thrawn.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, Grand Admiral.
Grand Admiral Thrawn. Put some respect on that name.
Yeah. So that goes into the vault until
further notice.
August. Or perhaps September, because it's supposed to be, I think, 8 episodes.
Yes. I think so, yes.
Is it a limited series, like a mini series type deal?
So, and of course they'll talk about it a little bit later on.
And of course, if it's like a runaway,
of course, if it's a Mandalorian,
hit, it'll be But
but we've seen everybody except for well, I mean, they're not going to have Kanan Jarrus in there because this is a little bit after his time. We've seen Thrawn.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen, thanks to the Mandalorian, we've seen Zeb.
Yes.
When he showed up,
I know he did squeal like a little.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it's exactly.
I know who
what
that is.
I'm like, holy crap, it's him. So I was very, very excited, and I saw Hera, and I was like, oh. And I mean, I know that it shouldn't technically run in the blood because Jedis aren't supposed to have, sex.
Not supposed to have
Jedis
children.
don't have sex.
Oh, is that true?
Yes,
Jedis are space monks.
pretty much.
They're not allowed to.
That's why Anakin was like. That's why Revenge of the Sith is like.
That's why he had
that
to keep,
shouldn't have happened.
That's why he had to keep Padme's pregnancy a secret.
Mhm.
Big time.
He didn't let anybody know, except Obi-Wan always knew.
Man, that just contributes to my Jedi are dicks. Whole, reaction.
Kids. Jedi, I know,
Okay,
but
put
Jedi,
a cramp in my
Jedi
style
aren't
here.
dicks. That's one, and I think we found out that Kanan Jarrus, he wasn't a Jedi Knight at that, at that point. He's like, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna have sex.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
This is it's just a funny story. One of the first times I'd ever made I know, I was waiting for you to read that comment. It's so good. Saying Admiral, not Grand Admiral. Is
I gotcha.
Call Mike Kentucky.
Thank you, buddy. And to Chris McDonald, I did call you a psycho, but I also said
Aaron
you're
Pearson?
a generous
Really?
psycho.
Hold on, Aaron Pearson. I got to read this quote out loud.
This one?
I fell in love with Princess Leia, but I knew it wouldn't work out. I guess I was just looking for love in all the wrong places. Aaron, I may have to ban you. And I'll do it happily because I fucking love banning. So, but yes, I may have to ban you for that.
Actually, can
Stay
I leave
tuned.
too? I'm out
Stay
of here.
tuned.
But
that was bad even for me.
yeah, I know. Kanan's cool, but I know they're not supposed to have children. But if it runs in the family, which you would think that the Jedi would be like, yeah, let's make sure that our lineage goes, and we'll have
they're just on the hunt for midichlorian infested.
Yeah, let's put Mace
beings.
Windu out to stud. What do you think? I'm out there with Mace Windu and his,
Oh my God.
how awesome would that? He'd be like the Mac Daddy pimp. He's out there. Just,
Mace, you the best Jedi. Shut up, baby. I know it.
So you've got that going. So I'm assuming that Kanan's kid is going to be a Jedi like his father before him, which really should never be said. I'm a Jedi like my father before me. It's like, wait a minute. No.
Wait, that's not that.
No,
that's
that's
oxymoron.
yeah.
There we go.
And that shouldn't be, yeah.
That's not a good thing.
No. I mean, if they were like the gunslingers in Stephen King's The Gunslinger, that would be awesome.
You also have to remember that the enforcers of these sacred rules are really not the original people anymore. So you got to wonder, is that even going to be a real problem moving forward? Because I mean, that was, even though it's a very polarized movie, Last Jedi, one of the biggest scenes in that movie was Yoda burning the ancient books.
And well, he should. He's like, you know what? Start over. Do it your
way.
But guess what?
Do it with blackjack and hookers.
Yeah, seriously. Why not? And that's what he should do with blackjack and hookers. No, it's horrible because what kind of
How about
I was going to say, hold
instead
on.
of saying blackjack, what was the card game that Han Solo lost?
Savik and hookers.
Savik.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
All right,
Sabak and hookers.
Let's stay on theme.
All right, so
That's fair.
but when you're looking at this, Vader had a body count in the thousands, starting with younglings.
I would say
starting
10.
with Jedi,
Yeah.
and maybe the millions.
No, I would say tens of thousands.
Okay.
He killed a lot of people.
Okay.
A lot of people. Mace Windu has some baby mama out in the galaxy. Yeah?
Of course he does. But
Does he look like a bitch?
he's dropping his space seed someplace. So anyway, Vader's got this body count in the thousands, if not hundreds of thousands. And, Luke can sense the good in him. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a meme out there and it's like, and his nephew has a bad dream. He's ready to just cut his head off. So That to me is having your sphincter clenched a little too tight.
Yeah,
Luke
just
is
a
terrible
just a
character.
bit.
And
He's
he
the worst
was.
Jedi.
He's although it was nice seeing him at the end of Mandalorian, it's still he's kind of a I love
Luke-
Mark Hamill.
Okay, Luke
Hated
wasn't the worst Jedi until Disney came along, though.
Well, maybe. Yeah, that might be
Well,
true.
Listen, in the original trilogy, you have the footprint there. It's
Right.
laid the foundation. Disney built the house on top of it to cement that fact.
However,
Whereas the legacy line, it makes him a badass again.
yes, but if you look, then you've also got Dave Filoni who helped build that house, make some really kick-ass wings.
Yeah.
So I
that's
mean,
true.
Rebels is so much better than actually everything short of the original 3. Well, the original 2. Just to stay on the safe side of history. I think Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau have done a really great job, which brings me to people shitting on The Mandalorian season 3. Here's a fuck the suits.
Oh yeah.
Or a fuck.
We were looking for some stuff, right? And we came across this Hollywood Reporter article that fans hate season 3. So I sent it to Michael and Christian, and I'm like, have you been reading about any of this? I mean, really? Fans don't like season 3.
Listen. When in terms of fanning, like outrage and stuff like that, I tend to not really be as receptive to it because I'm one of those people that likes to focus on the positive end of things. For example, I'm just enjoying the fact that we have a Mandalorian show to begin with.
Yes.
That it's like, all right, even if there is a dip in quality, it's the fact that we still have this.
Let me
that I'm
ask you
very
a question.
happy with.
What is your basis of saying there's a dip in quality?
No, he's just saying.
But I'm
even
saying, no,
if
hold on. No,
you were
I'm
to
saying-
acknowledge that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
no, like that's
That way.
even if, but I don't personally.
There
I
isn't.
don't think there is. I'm enjoying where they're going with this season,
I thought,
and I'm behind. I know of what's been happening, like spoilers and stuff. I know who guest stars and whatever. But like even at that point, I like how they're building this season. I'm like, oh, this is fun. This feels like in line with what I've been waiting for. I'm like, what's the problem?
Yeah, in the article, what seems to be the major complaint against all, first of all, I was kind of happy to hear because I was bracing myself. Usually when fans rebel against some property, it's the same old thing. Oh, the character doesn't look like the character did in the original comic book or the original this, or they're being too woke, or they're this or they're that. But it wasn't that actually. In the Hollywood Reporter article, most of the criticism seems to be focused on the fact that people don't like the storytelling, that they feel that Mando, who they've grown to love in the season 1 and season 2, being a complete Mandalorian badass, is now sort of an also ran character.
But guess what? The Mandalorian doesn't necessarily mean him, and that's the whole thing. It's not.
It's
there
not
are,
just
there are
him.
a whole
It's
bunch of Mandalorians.
Well, we're finding that out, right?
and-
And one of the nicest things that I thought, and Christian and I were talking about this before we went live, is I think that the storyline where you have, and I don't know I just call her the blacksmith or the forge masters. The forge master acknowledges Bo-Katan and has her take off her helmet. And then when they walk out together, I mean, if you haven't seen the episode, but anyway, it isn't really going to spoil it that much. But basically, they're forming an alliance, and they're basically saying that Bo-Katan walks in both worlds. She is, both, she can identify and hang and kick ass with traditional Mandalorians, never remove the helmet, but she's also like a beacon into the future of bringing other Mandalorian tribes who don't always necessarily hold to like the old ways, right?
You know what I love
And
about that too?
I thought that was amazing.
You know
that was
why I love that though? It is amazing. You're not wrong.
So how is that not good storytelling? I don't
Because
get
it's secretly woke.
that. Secretly woke.
Think about it. What you just described is low key the most woke shit that they could have ever written, and it doesn't even scream it.
Huh. Well, that's maybe that's why I love it so much, because I don't like being preached at, but I
Yeah.
love that. I
Exactly.
love that. That was awesome. Yeah. What do you guys think?
But I got Stuart Greenberg saying, "Didn't Vader mastermind the Death Star?" No, that was Tarkin. That was the Tarkin initiative. He basically said, this pile of scrap is nothing compared to the dark side.
Mm-hmm.
So no, it's not Vader. But
Can you imagine how
Vader's
rough-
probably murdered. I'm not even talking about like him pushing a button which destroys a planet. I'm talking about him physically murdering
like
people. Taking the actual pleasure in it. He one of the there was a story arc. It was I think it was Charles Soule's Vader that had Palpatine's like, Vader, calm the fuck down. It's like, I do not want to be emperor of a galaxy full of corpses. He's like, you're murdering people left and right. He's like, slow your roll, motherfucker, and get your priorities in line. I want you to hate, but I don't want you to hate indiscriminately. I want you to be a scalpel. I don't want you to be a broadsword.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was I'm
paraphrasing,
of course, but
I think moving forward, also, I would like to see Star Wars projects that are focused in these worlds that I'm very excited to see. I'm glad we're getting Ahsoka. I'm glad we're getting more Mandalorian, which apparently we're getting a Mandoverse movie after all this is said and done.
That'd be pretty cool.
So I'm
player versus player, Mando. That's awesome.
I'm game for big screen Star Wars. Everything that they just announced recently, I'm on board with.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the idea that Daisy Ridley is coming back to play Rey.
I would love to see that. And guess what I would love to see? An aged up Ezra Bridger.
Oh,
I would love to see him as a contemporary of Luke, because he would be about, 14. It's 3 years. So he'd be like a year or two younger than a Luke was in the first one. So he goes through, and if you haven't seen Rebels, shame on you, number one. And number two, just stop watching this. Just go away.
Pause the show. Go watch the 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. You watched it. Good for you.
Thanks for coming back.
Thanks for coming back.
Yeah.
Ezra
Ezra was David Rosenberg. How do you know that he was older than Luke? No answer? Fine. Thanks a lot, David. So anyway, so yeah, Ezra will be in Ahsoka, but I want to see him as a contemporary of Luke, and I think it'd be really cool if he were, like part of a new Jedi Council. That, why wouldn't they all be out there? And here's a messed up thing. Somebody told me to think about this. He said, when Yoda died.
Kick the bucket.
When he died in Return of the Jedi, Vader was the last living member of the Jedi Council, so he is now the master of the Jedis. Think about that. He was a master Jedi. He outlived everybody.
Let's not say something that's correct like that again, okay?
No, that's pretty.
Let's not ever say that again.
How messed up is that he was?
We don't talk about Vader. No. We stop.
Vader. Love Vader.
Oh my God. Wow. I've never looked at it like that, and I'm a little blown away. Oh God.
Right.
There's another Star Wars project that they've announced that I think you in particular are very much going to like. So this is going to be a one-off story. Like a solo film.
Not a Han Solo film.
Not a Han Solo film. But it is going to be a biblical epic about the first Jedi.
That is awesome. Like 10,000 years.
Yes.
Fantastic. I'm looking forward to that. And how...
Written and directed by James Mangold.
Okay, very cool.
Who... He's currently playing the juggle. He's playing the juggling act right now of like... Is Swamp Thing gonna take off first, or is my Star Wars thing gonna take off first?
That must be so hard.
Because he's just wrapping up Indiana Jones 5. Meanwhile, I'm like, I want you the Star Wars biblical epic. That sounds amazing.
I gotta tell you, I had a little teary eye in the, with the Indiana Jones trailer.
I did too.
I just a little moisture over here. I wasn't really crying, but it
was a manly tear.
Yeah, it was. Well, I mean, you don't get much more manly than Indiana Jones.
No. Dun, 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 dun,
would you consider Indiana Jones a superhero? A working class superhero? No, he actually wouldn't be a working class superhero because he's got a PhD.
Do I consider Indiana Jones a superhero?
We may have to.
I'm going to have to put a pause on that for a minute
Pause on that. I know
because I got to think about that one.
Yeah. So I'm just letting you guys know we have top 5.
Yeah,
I want to
okay.
get to some Secret Stash press.
All right,
and
let's do
Stash
this.
related stuff, and we also have to talk about Christian's hatred for the HBO Max rebrand. So.
All right, good enough.
Because it's just stupid. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. We doing top 5 now?
Yeah,
We
top
can
5.
do top 5.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna
top
do a
5.
trunicated top 5. Let's do it.
Top 5! Top 5! Top 5! Yeah! Top 5! Top 5! Top 5! Yeah! Top 5!
Yeah, top 5.
All right,
Brought to
Mike.
you by Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash, your local comic book store, even though you could live in California.
We're always your neighbor. What we got?
X-Men 21, okay? Cyclops, my man. I love me some Scott Summers. Scott Summers, he hates the Brood. He thinks the Brood should be wiped away, wiped off of wiped off the face of the universe. And
The mutant has a problem with other mutants?
Yes. So there's we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens with this. But Scott is he's lobbying for the death.
Damn,
So,
Scott.
Yeah, damn, Scott.
All right, what we got next?
The Seasons Have Teeth #1. I got a bunch of #1s. We're top heavy this week on
Our
indies.
independents, yeah.
The what?
The Seasons Have Teeth.
This is by Boom.
This is by
Boom
Boom
Studios.
Studios, and this is Dan Waters, Sebastian Cabrol.
What a title.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The Seasons Have Teeth. And quite literally in this case, the seasons are monsters. How awesome is that?
Yeah.
It's kind of a
pretty dope.
spoiler, but it's dope.
It's pretty dope. And the artwork is fantastic.
What a...
You could even
Wait a
even
minute.
if you just look at the cover.
Listen, I know
That's
we have to go
freaking
through
fantastic,
it.
I know.
But I love how brilliant that is in its simplicity. How has no one been like, yeah, winter,
There's-
monster.
No, there's spring.
Wow.
Showing spring. You showing spring?
Oh, I was looking at
There
it
you
in
go.
the camera feed.
There's spring.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
So yeah.
Touch of spring. Yes. So grab this
sounds
off the
so
shelf
cool.
because it is spectacular.
All right, what we got next?
World Tree.
Mm-hmm.
#1 by James Tinian. Friend of mine, James Tinian the Fourth. I haven't seen him in close to a decade, but still a friend.
Yeah, if you called
James
up Michael and
Tinian.
asked him for $5, Michael would probably give it to
I'd
him.
probably give it to him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, this is one of those. I actually read most of the top 5 this week. That that one, and I think
it's disturbing because there's something in this.
Well, it's like what the future. It actually, like, you're reading it, you're like, man, the future really could go down like this.
There's something called the Undernet,
Yeah.
and
Oh, the dark
This-
web. Just worse.
Actually, this is much worse than the dark web. Trust me.
Yeah. Yeah. If the dark web was like a living human, like a living being walking
Yes.
around, infecting people, and
I'm good with
Freaking
that.
The
Havoc,
Great
yeah.
British Bump Off,
which
#1.
he and I have different opinions about.
No,
I mean,
it was
a good-
kinda
it's a good-
dorky.
but I like the dorky. It's like a reality baking show with murder.
Yeah,
and
it's, Gordon Ramsay meets Murder, She Wrote.
yeah, exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
What?
Yeah. And I love the fact that it doesn't take itself too seriously, but it does such a great job of spoofing all the tropes of like baking shows,
See,
reality TV.
I like that because I
Yeah.
grew up with a show called Total Drama Island, and Total Drama Island,
Yes,
We
Total
remember
Drama
Total Drama
Island. We
Yeah,
watched it all the time.
they lampooned reality
Yes,
shows,
they
and that
did.
was like one of my favorite things about it. So anything that lampoons that type of
You
TV
would
culture,
like that then.
I'm about it.
Yeah,
What do we
you
got
would like
next?
that.
And here we go. We've got 007 for King and Country #1.
Outstanding.
Yes, this was fantastic. This is by Philip Kennedy Johnson.
Who was at the store?
We had him in for a signing. He is amazing.
I keep forgetting that there's
And
comics. Of
this
course
is-
there is.
This is 007 is on the run from other 00s.
He's been burned.
Oh,
He's been burned.
He's been burned. And another instance of painting a future that is incredibly dystopian, but not that hard to believe could actually happen.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool though.
Yeah. It's very well written. The art is great in that one too. Definitely
mean,
something to pick up.
The more recent Bond movies have kind of depicted that really well,
Mhm.
where it is like, I could see this chaos going down actually. Like, I mean, the more recent crop of James Bond movies, they were literally not allowed to be funny because of freaking Austin Powers. So like, because they play it so serious, a lot of the situations is like, Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's Elon Musk. There he is. Oh, it's just disguised as somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see it.
And the reason why Michael said, just to kind of complete the circle, the reason why he was saying that you could live in California, we know a lot of folks go and they patronize their local comic book shops, and that is amazing. And thank you for doing that. And you should continue to do that. However, some folks have lost their local comic book shops due to the pandemic or just people retiring. And so we have recently launched officially using Diamond's Previews Pull Box service for our reservists. And it allows us to better service folks who live beyond our area too.
We
ship
used the
books
word
to them.
service too many times.
Service.
Sorry.
Okay. Thank
now,
you for being.
We ain't servicing nothing, folks, but we will take care of your comic book
We will.
needs. How about
If you
that?
want to be, if
Okay,
you don't
that
already
works.
have a local comic book shop, but you want to be a reservist somewhere, you get a discount. It's free to join.
Yep.
We'll ship
Hit
books
us
to
up.
you. Hit us up.
I mean, hit them up, not
We'll
me.
hook you
I
up.
don't do it, but hit them up.
Absolutely.
That's dope, though. I like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, me too.
A little Secret Stash press related news. Masquerade 5 is coming out on May 17th. Masquerade 6 will be in stores on June 21st. June 21st is also when Quick Stop's hardcover drops, and Masquerade hardcovers drop on June 7th. Now, if you are Canadian and you have been you put the hand up because you know that shipping to Canada from the States is hellishly expensive, good news for you. Capt Can Comics, CAPTCAN Comics, and if you want to just click right through their website, you can go to our website, and it's right on the homepage. Is our new partner and the exclusive subscription partner for Canadians who want to subscribe to Secret Stash Press books. They are an awesome group. They are already a powerhouse, a juggernaut in the comic book industry. So those of you Canadians who might be watching, you probably have already heard of them, but hit them up. They will take care of you. They'll make sure you get your comics. They're signed just like and you get the exclusive cover, just like if you were to subscribe through Jay and Silent Bob Secret Stash. So awesome, folks. Jump on top of that. Christian's giving the look to somebody.
That's right, Engelbert.
Engelbert Humperdinck being like, nobody cares about Canada. Some of the best things have come from Canada, man.
No,
Relax
we love
yourself.
Our Canadian cousins. Oh, be
Yeah,
quiet.
sure,
Sit
sure.
down.
Listen, Canada gave us Fraggle Rock. You sit down.
Engelbert, just
pipe
relax
down,
thy
dude.
sphincter.
Now, a couple other things.
With love, of course.
Yes. So events at the Stash. Mike McCone will be here on the 15th.
Saturday, this Saturday.
If you don't know Mike McCone's work, you know Mike McCone's work. He's done a tremendous amount of work for Marvel and
If you
DC
don't know,
and a
you
couple
know.
of independents.
If you don't, go
he does
kiss
fantastic
my ass.
work. Go to our website, click on
Kiss my
events.
whole entire
You'll be
ass.
like, oh yeah. He's a fantastic person and a tremendous artist. He's going to be here. You can meet and greet for free.
And a
He's
really
taking
nice guy.
commissions. So come and see us between noon and whenever he decides to leave. We're not kicking him out. So that's coming up. And speaking of Secret Stash Press Comics, we are really close to being able to announce our rescheduled date for the Secret Stash Press Comics signing. We're buttoning up just a couple of other details. We are going to open it up to folks who had registered for the first event. So stay tuned for more information about that. And it is slightly updated because we have more comics and we have more. We have
Actually,
hardcovers
we've got
coming
something
out.
different.
So, but it
you
is,
people going to be happy.
Yeah, very happy. So, and obviously Kevin will be here to meet
And I
and greet.
think we're giving first crack at the people who had purchased tickets.
We are, yeah.
last
We'll have a pre-sale for those folks.
Yep.
So anyone who wants to grab tickets for this event, who didn't get to come to the February 4th event, you'll have first dibs. So stay tuned. It'll be on all of our socials, and we'll be talking about it here too.
And
Mark Lamb has a question. Will Kev's Comic Club members have an option for the hardback versions?
You can call the store and we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not part of the subscription per
No.
se, but we will absolutely have stock, and you will, and they'll be for sale through the Stash for sure. Also, I just wanted to mention our kissing cousin up in Atlantic Highlands, the Smodcastle Cinemas, coming up. If you are already part of their mailing list, you go smodcastlecinemas.com, sign up. They've got all kinds of great stuff. By the way, it is insane if you don't go and watch, first run movies there. You can buy 2 tickets and basically enjoy a really wonderful intimate theater experience for what you pay for 1 ticket at one of the big chain stores. So if you're local and you're paying big bucks to go sit in someone's chewed up gum.
Yeah, why the hell you want to go to Lowe's to watch a movie? God damn it!
You need to go.
They're charging
the
double
Smodcastle
for seats
Cinemas,
now, kids.
And
Smodcastle Cinemas ain't doing that.
No. So it is the real deal. And on top of that, they have live shows. So like coming up in April, we had a couple that passed, but 420. Kevin Smith is going to be doing a Q&A after showing Reboot. 421, something called Trailer Park. And Chasing Amy with Kevin and Jason Lee is going to be on the 22nd. Yeah. So that's an action-packed weekend right there.
What is that's
Trailer Park is we're showing like Kevin's favorite movie trailers, and he's offering commentary on them. I love that too. There's another event. I'll look up the date for y'all. We're going to be showing Jersey Girl, but we're not showing.
No, it's the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, we're showing the extended cut.
I think it may be May 28th.
Cut.
I think that might be May 28th.
Why don't we call it the Snyder Cut?
Snyder Cut?
Snyder Cut.
I like it.
That is, 528. Yep, May 28th. And actually was just posted. I didn't even see this until this morning. They're showing Red State on the 27th. And I think Kevin's Q&Ing that. So the 27th.
We're showing a lot
of
good stuff.
I know. There's like a lot of good stuff, a lot of good opportunities to hang out and have a lot of fun.
There's another Babylon, isn't there? Wow.
Yeah, I know. You could get lost on that site. So, but anyway, check it out. SmodcastleCinemas.com. Some great stuff going on. Stay tuned for more Stash stuff.
Damn.
We got a lot of good stuff going on too. I think Christian just is going to buy tickets for shows now.
June
He's
3rd.
done with the podcast.
Listen,
He's
I
totally
work
done with the
there.
podcast.
I've fully accepted that I get the best view of all these shows. Even if there is a little chaos, I don't care. I love it. I get to enjoy so many cool things.
I just want to say, because I know we have to, the reason why we went early and we're wrapping up.
Hold on, but I have to answer one question to Levi Clark. He says, if we come to the Stash, what are the chances that we'll actually run into you, Mike? 5 out of 7. Because I'm here 5 days out of the week.
The odds are in your favor.
Yeah.
And oftentimes in and out over the weekends.
Yeah.
But the one thing that we do say is if you're really basing your trip on bringing comics in for appraisal with Michael or seeing Michael, he's on the road a lot these days. There are lots of folks out there that are calling and asking him to come and look at books. So you just want to make sure you call and see what his schedule is. But just wanted to acknowledge the passing of Al Jaffe and give Christian a chance to go off on the HBO Max rebrand before we wrap. But yeah, Al Jaffe, Michael,
the artist for Mad Magazine.
If you've ever folded the back of a Mad Magazine cover, you know who Al Jaffe is. He's that guy. He
lived to be 102.
102 years old. I'm telling you,
still gone too soon. Jesus.
Yeah, I know. I could read his stuff like forever. But
is Mad still going?
Yes and no. It's mostly reprint stuff. Yeah, it's kind of sad, but
because I remember a couple of years ago they made Weird Al the editor for like a month or something.
It sounds like something that they would do. Weird Al Jaffe.
Yeah, that's my bad, people.
Ooh.
I gotta take the garbage out.
Uh-oh.
Christian's casting agent's calling him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Seriously.
So yeah.
Yeah, guys, I've been hired by Mattel. I'm making the Viewmaster movie.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. So that was bittersweet news.
Yeah.
But he's a good guy. So
rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, Al.
Yeah, thanks for the joy.
So what is so dick about the HBO Max?
It's just stupid, man. So HBO Max is finally rebranding after they basically self-imploded their own service. For the longest time, HBO Max, in my opinion, was one of the best streaming services, and then Warner Brothers Discovery happened, and then they were just like, "Hey, all that greatness, fuck it." Like all these projects that we had that we're doing. Don't worry about it. We're not doing this no more. We're going different direct. Like, it just was not a fun time, especially for animation people.
It was the left hand didn't know what the right hand was doing.
Yeah, it was.
Because I remember back in the day when we first got HBO Max, it was DC Online Universe.
Yes.
We signed up for that, and we're like, yeah, this is awesome. And, you could get any DC related content except for like the Batman, the 20th Century Fox, Batman, the 66, just anything. And you're like, this is amazing.
Even comic books, I think. Like,
yeah, you could download.
It was
a dual.
Books. It was both streaming and you could get
like
books.
Comixology.
Yeah, it was cool. But then they were like, all right, we're going to rebrand. We're going to make this more of an open thing. And then
Mhm.
HBO Max was born. And everyone was like, oh, great, another streaming service.
Right.
But then HBO Max was putting out like great content. They were putting out great shows, whether it was live action or animated.
They did a Swamp Thing that was actually not horrible. They did Stargirl. They were doing the CW stuff.
They picked up Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
They picked back up fucking Young
Titans.
Justice.
Yeah, Young Justice came out with season 4, and I hear that's dead now.
Now that's dead
Well,
because
fuck you,
because now that whole reorganization has reprioritized things and shifted things around. So now shows that were guaranteed are in limbo, shows that were in limbo are canceled, and then shows that are completed are probably never going to see the light of day. One of the things that I know have happened, I know that Scooby-Doo, they had created like an entire Scooby-Doo crypto crossover.
Yeah.
And Clancy Brown came back to play Lex Luthor, and they scrapped the whole thing because of the merger. And someone brilliantly leaked it online. It's a great so
Well, it's
so-
like the Batgirl movie that I think is out probably on tables. That was me, folks. That's probably going to be in bootleg form over the next
You
con
think so?
cycle. I'm hoping.
I do too.
Because you know why? Because fuck you, HBO Max. Fuck the suits. Holy shit.
Yeah,
you guys
no.
suck.
Yeah, that was.
How
it
dare
was-
you do that? And I mean,
then I read something today. This is why it's infuriating to me. They rebranded. Apparently, all this went down because the new heads of Warner Brothers thought that, oh, HBO, parents think that that's adult. So when they see HBO Max, they're not going to click on it. Yeah, it is dumb.
Oh, you better take that. Actually, you want to take it in the back?
yeah, I'm
yeah.
gonna take this one.
It's
dare
HBO Max
you.
execs.
Yeah, that's
they're
the
calling. Yeah, they're calling, threatening Michael
The fucking
right now.
suits.
I know they're trying to shut him down.
Yeah,
Free
but no.
speech.
But yeah, no, I just found that so like condescending of your audience and like just so overtly disrespectful. Because I'm like, HBO, yeah, of course, it gave us great content back in the day for adults and stuff like that, but it also gave us great children's content. I was making the joke earlier. Without HBO, there would be no Fraggle Rock. Like
Yeah.
that's one of their like signature shows back in the day when the service launched.
And most of the people that are going to tune into HBO Max, Jack, thank you very much. Have a great night.
Later, boss.
One of the people many of the people are so old, they're not trying to sell to them anyway. They're not trying to get them to tune in anyway. Like when HBO Max, was the only place you could, watch TV shows where they had cursing or, those days are over.
Yeah.
A lot of people tuning in now, they don't have that association necessarily. Yeah.
It's just
Another example of the
It's being
suits
so-
being
yeah.
way out of touch and all about their own shit, not really paying attention to what
and
their
just
actual
thinking how
audience
stupid
wants.
like yeah they think that we're stupid and we're not. Like most of the more popular shows on any platform are the smartest ones. Like it's the truth. But
It's true.
I'm sorry, people. I just was so annoyed by that because it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Meanwhile, I'm like, hey, if they want to give me money to make a show, I'm listening. But at the same time, it's just dumb. Don't be a dumb suit. Like, and I promise, if I'm ever making media, like if I ever like actually get to do what I want to do in this life, I promise I will not be a dumb suit. Like
so
I will
it won't
make.
be me and Michael and whoever we get to be.
Oh, you ain't
our
replacing me.
Our new Christian.
We'll still do the
You'll
show.
be in the studio. You'll be in your like on the 78th floor.
Yeah, I'll tap in remotely. I'll bring in
canceling
fucking
shows
I-
and merging stuff and everything. We'll be like, Christian, you've lost your soul.
I will never
All right.
cancel. If someone is like, Christian, it's your decision. We're gonna cancel it. I'd be like, I'm walking away. I ain't making that call.
All right.
That's not my call.
All right.
Even with my own show, we canceling or we going forward? I don't want to say the C word. No.
Just before we head out, the reason why we are going earlier today, actually, I kind of do like we might have to mix this up a little bit and do a couple of shows
do you guys
on the
think?
early side. Yeah, what do you guys think? Are you enjoying like the vibe when we have customers in the store walking around and
I mean, they don't
little
see
bit.
them, but like,
no, but there's like a different feel to it.
yeah, because we
um,
chase them all away.
Yeah. Actually, no. People were kind of curious and they're coming in. But
Oh, yeah. No,
if you
it's
live
true.
if you live in Monmouth County or local Monmouth County, you should know that Ross Brewing company is opening. They have their soft opening tonight over at Port Monmouth. It is a craft beer
Emporium.
It is a craft beer distributor. It is the only, I think, craft brewery on a waterfront in New Jersey. You can pull your yacht right up and jump out and grab a,
That's the bougiest
beer.
thing I've ever heard.
Yes, I know.
Good for John.
And yeah, John and his team have done an amazing job. It's and so Michael
it's
and I are
a
going to
labor
go
of
give one
love.
on.
It's
Yeah. And this weekend there'll be some celebrity mixologists.
Ooh.
Behind,
mixologists, they're beer tenders.
beer tenders. Okay,
I'm mixing.
Will it be Bill Murray?
It won't be.
Maybe
Bill
that'd be
Murray.
really cool. Maybe.
But Ross Brewing is unveiling 2 new beers, and fans of the View Askewniverse will probably be tickled when they find out more about them. But I can't give any more than that away.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You heard it from us, but you didn't hear it from us.
So let's wrap this pig up, shall we?
Yeah. Guys, as always, it's a pleasure. Thank you again for hanging out with us for another episode of Live from the Secret Stash. We'll be back next week, same time, same place, same usual thing.
Shit, yeah.
I know
Peace out,
we
everybody.
asked before, like, hey, do we want to change the time? There was a few comments that were just like, no.
Okay.
Chrissy Wiseman was like, no, I
All
need
right, so
this.
we're good
All
at
right.
6:30, so we'll see you next time at like 6:30. This time, thank you for coming to
Same
early
bat
on.
time, same bat channel.
Yes, sir.
Good night, everybody.
Take care.
Hey kids, we're live at the Secret Stash with Mike, Julia, and Christian. It's a hella bash.